Hello there everybody, below 10,000 here, bringing you another BBTT Twitter theory for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And as you can see by the title, today's thread is on our favourite block boy, Steve from Minecraft. The thread being covered today was actually at the top of the top-rated tweets for the BBTT hashtag, which is why I decided it deserved to be its own video, and it's also well-researched and detailed to boot. But before we get to today's video, I just want to give a shout out to my patrons who have decided to continue supporting me this month. There's a little bit less of you guys, but to be fair, I don't have much I can give to my patrons. It's mainly an extra form of support for the channel, and I completely get that some people became patrons for the rewards as opposed to the creator, and that's completely cool. But I just wanted to shout out those of you who have stuck around into May. And of course, I want to quickly shout out to Extra Things, seeing as this is a Steve-based video. It's only fair I get to plug my Minecraft stuff. I have a Minecraft series called Diversity 3, which is a playthrough of the map of the same name, created by Q-Magnet and his wonderful team of builders. It is a brilliant map, really shows what modern Minecraft is all about, and I'd highly recommend checking it out, link in the top right corner. And also last month, I did launch a new Minecraft Discord server called Cubeland, which has its own 1.13.2 SMP, where I try to stream at least once a week. On Sunday, we're going to be taking on the Ender Dragon as a community, and overall, the Discord itself has tons of different chats for Minecraft, and is a great place to be. Links to the Discord can be found down below. So today's Twitter thread comes from user Zach Fitzgerald at LazyLambs000, and this is a thread on why Steve is not disconfirmed from potentially being a character in the Fighter Pass. This is going to be an unscripted video, so I will probably go a lot, but this is a really interesting thread, and I think it's a really good discussion point, so I would really like to discuss it with you guys. So without further ado, let us begin. Hashtag BBTT. I'm not sure if you'll get this, Billy, but I have my own theory to suggest as to why Steve is not deconfirmed for DLC, and all the hints that point towards his inclusion in the game. So, let's get into it. To the people who have distaste for this character over Banjo in Smash, you may as well not proceed with this theory unless you're interested in what I have to say. So, for the past several months, fans have argued about the possibility of a Microsoft rep coming to Smash Bros. Ultimate, with two most likely candidates being Steve, from the iconic game Minecraft, and beloved icons Banjo and Kazooie. While both have a great chance at getting into Smash, the hardcore fans have tried to disprove Steve as a fighter, as Banjo is a character that was highly requested after Melee was released. I agree with all of this. It does feel like a lot of people are trying to discount Steve solely because they want to confirm Banjo-Kazooie, when the reality is, even if you do manage to disconfirm Steve, it doesn't confirm Banjo and Kazooie, and I feel like the character war between these two is a little bit ridiculous. Personally, I'm completely fine with either of them getting into Smash. Steve would be amazing for me because Minecraft has formed a lot of my career online, and it is a game that I have grown up with. Banjo and Kazooie would also be great because not only would I have tons of friends who would be really excited because they love the characters, but this would be two characters who deserved to be in Smash for so many years, finally getting the recognition they deserve, and I just feel like the little war between these two is a bit ridiculous. In March of 2019, a fan account had posted an image of Steve as a way to spread the demand for this character, when Aubrey Norris, a representative of Mojang, simply replied with this. And that is an emoji. I'm not sure what emoji that is, but I'm assuming that means, really? Really? That's the facial expression I'm getting. Fans decided to dig up anything else by going back through her profile, and they found an interesting tweet replying to Direwolf20. We all know this tweet. This is the "Steve is just an empty shell of an avatar that goes away when people use their own skins. No way" tweet, the one that's been making the rounds for months now as an excuse as to why Steve can't be in the game, despite the fact that I've already pointed out that even with Aubrey's own personal opinions on the matter, it's a really funny joke against Direwolf20, who uses Steve skins for all of his videos. But not only that, but a new employee of Mojang known as the Raddest Bro on the official Minecraft Discord said, "Steve ain't gonna smash." And just like that, the hardcore fans just took it as confirmation that the blocky icon will not be coming to Smash, this leaving the door open for Banjo in the Fighter's Pass. But is that really the case? Well, let's dive a little deeper, shall we? Not too long ago, Aubrey simply clarified what she said was personal, and the Raddest Bro confessed that he knew nothing about the possibility of Steve getting into Smash. Let's take a look at these tweets. Aubrey says, "What I said in my tweet was my personal opinion, was that Steve wouldn't be the best character choice because he's a shell/avatar. Skeleton would be better because it doesn't get reskinned to the player character, except Skeleton would be a bit of an awkward character to represent Minecraft as a whole, I'm not gonna lie." But note that this tweet was posted on April 6th, 2019, which means this was a very recent tweet, less than a month ago, and a lot of people didn't really show this when they were arguing that Steve wasn't in Smash. They weren't ignoring the fact that this was a personal opinion tweet, so that's interesting. It's crazy what people like to omit from their findings. And the Raddest Bro says, "I do not actually know anything. I have heard literally nothing about this. The only reason I've heard this rumor is because you guys keep repeating it." So, in other words, the two people that people have been using as disconfirmation of Steve actually acknowledge that these are just personal opinions and that they don't actually know for sure whether Steve is in Smash. That being said, I imagine that their opinions do make Steve lean towards the potentially not in Smash side of things, but it's not a complete disconfirmation like a lot of people were touting. So with both commenters clarifying what they meant, Steve's chances are far from hurt, although many fans may just choose to ignore this relieving revelation, and I agree, it has been ignored. I didn't hear about either of these until just recently, and I think that's because a lot of people didn't want to actually post about them, simply because they didn't want people getting hope for Steve again. Now, onto the juicy stuff. Here's the biggest reasons and evidence for Minecraft's mascot to make it into Ultimate. 1. Minecraft to date is the second best-selling game in the world behind the Tetris franchise in its entirety, with 150 million copies sold across multiple platforms and spawning a community rich with talented builders. 2. Minecraft has had a history with Nintendo platforms, starting with the release of Minecraft Story Mode in the Wii U in 2015. The original game would later be ported to the console as well as the new Nintendo 3DS and Switch, with Story Mode Seasons 1 and 2 also on the Switch. 3. For the past year or so, Microsoft and Nintendo have been on phenomenal terms, with the release of cross-compatibility with many different titles, such as Minecraft, Rocket League, Fortnite, etc. This relationship would also bring several Xbox exclusive games to the Switch, such as the popular indie game Cuphead. 4. Smash Bros. Character and director Masahiro Sakurai has said he enjoys playing Minecraft and always has a reason to come back to the game. 5. Both Xbox Live and Game Pass have been rumored to be coming to the Nintendo Switch at some point in the future, according to multiple reports. 6. A tweet from Game Pass in January on National Compliment Day has led many to assume that they hinted at Steve's inclusion in Ultimate. 7. By far the biggest reason to why Steve should be in Smash, he'd make Nintendo the most money. That way, an entirely new audience from the Minecraft community could very much increase the sales in Smash Ultimate sales, and that would be a huge, big win for the Big N. So let's go over all of these points one at a time and see whether they hold up or whether they do not. So number 1, second best-selling game in the world, behind Tetris. Now, we do know that Tetris does have a music track, I believe, in Smash Brothers. I'm pretty sure they do. And as such, I do find it kind of crazy how Minecraft has no presence on Smash Brothers. If Smash Brothers is a celebration of gaming history, then it makes sense that a game like Minecraft should have some sort of reference within the game, even if it is added through DLC, simply for merit alone. It doesn't have to be a playable character, but I do feel like Minecraft definitely deserves and has earned its place to potentially be showcased in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Point 2. They discuss how Minecraft Story Mode was released on various Nintendo consoles and how Minecraft itself has had releases on the Wii U, Nintendo Switch, and 3DS. Now, Bedrock Edition of Minecraft, which is all the console editions plus Windows 10, is currently the most popular version of Minecraft, even more popular than Java, which is my preferred usage. And that is a big selling point. The fact is, Minecraft is doing phenomenally on portable consoles, handheld consoles, home consoles, and the Windows 10 computer, and honestly, that just means that Minecraft has a very, very good history with Nintendo, and it means that if we are looking at whether a game needs to have had something on a Nintendo platform to get into the game, then bam, Minecraft is completely covered there. 3, mentioning the Microsoft and Nintendo cross-relationship. They have had a brilliant relationship over the past few years, and I do agree, this means that it is very likely we'll be getting a Microsoft character, potentially even at E3. The fact is, we are only getting Microsoft and Nintendo at E3, no Sony, which means I think it's very likely that they could partner up and reveal a new character for Smash. I think it would be brilliant, and I think this is something everyone is expecting to happen, and obviously they bring up Cuphead coming to the Switch as well, of course. Smash Bros. Creator Masahiro Sakurai enjoys playing Minecraft. Now here is where I have to disagree with this theory a little bit, simply because Sakurai himself sent out a tweet very recently stating that he plays a lot of games. He is a game developer, he enjoys the gaming community, and we shouldn't be taking every single game he plays as some sort of a secret reference to a potential Smash Bros. DLC character. And that's why I'm gonna just kind of push this one to the side, because I don't really want to bother Sakurai with all of that. 5, both Xbox Live and Game Pass are rumored to be coming to the Switch. Now, this is another Microsoft-Nintendo cross-platform relationship point, and I wouldn't be surprised if these do come to the Switch. Maybe they'll be revealed at E3, perfect place to do it. If they do come, then once again, a Microsoft character is very likely. 6, the Game Pass January tweet. I remember this. At Nintendo America, we really, really dig Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and everyone's clearly jumping on the bandwagon thinking, oh my god, this could mean Steve in Smash, and then there's obviously everyone who's like, y'all remember what happened with the Rathalos tweet last year with Golden Sun, and how you thought that was a reference and then it wasn't? And it could be a completely similar situation here. So I'm not going to use that as concrete evidence. I think it's very funny, but I don't think it's safe to use that as evidence when we have been burned by tweets before. And 7, the money. I do not disagree. Minecraft Steve would make the most money out of any of the Microsoft reps, and that is saying a lot, but I'm sorry, I think a lot of people really underestimate Minecraft in terms of just how much it would sell to a new audience if Steve got in, and this is a completely, brilliantly valid point. Will Banjo and Kazooie make as much money as Steve when it comes to DLC, when a lot of younger kids don't know who Banjo and Kazooie are, but they know exactly who Steve is? I just feel like promotionally, Steve makes the most sense from Microsoft. That being said, this is actually the end of the thread. They then go, so there you have it. Whoever the Microsoft may be in Smash Ultimate as a future DLC fighter, we're certain to find out at E3. Hope you enjoyed reading this, and I'll see you next time. Thing with this thread is that yes, it proves that Steve is not dead in the water like we all claim. The problem is, it does nothing to combat Banjo, because Banjo is the other big character that everyone is expecting. I don't think anyone really has Master Chief, for example, on the radar, but they do have Banjo and they do have Steve, because those two, I think, fit the aesthetic of Smash Bros. The most. But this thread, a lot of the points that it makes can easily be placed with Banjo and Kazooie as well. For example, any of the Microsoft and Nintendo relationship points, they can also be applied to Banjo and Kazooie. I do agree that Steve would make more money, but at the same time, none of these necessarily disconfirm Banjo and Kazooie, and aside from point 1, which is Minecraft being the second most best-selling franchise in the world, and point 7, which is about the money, I feel like it still leaves both characters in a very precarious, balanced position. It could go either way, and it's so exciting knowing that if we do get a Microsoft rep, one of these two characters is probably going to get into Smash, and we are going to be able to play as one of them. And that, for me, is more exciting than any debate about which one it's going to be, because we're not going to find out until E3, because it's not like the companies are going to suddenly go, yes, this person is in Smash, or no, this person isn't in Smash. Unless a very, very qualified leaker somehow leaks everything beforehand, I don't think we're going to know. But this is a lovely thread, and I'm very grateful to this thread because it revealed that Aubrey's tweet was a personal opinion, and it wasn't just a factual like a factual fact, which I'm perfectly grateful for, because it does mean that those of us who really want to see Steve in Smash can actually hold out more hope. And I hope that this video helps out some people who are trying to make arguments for Steve in the future. Either way, do you guys think it'll be Steve, or do you guys think it'll be Banjo? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I enjoyed making it. Shout out to Zach Fitzgerald, that Lazy Lambs 000 for the thread. Link will be down below to the original thread if you want to take a look at it yourself. And of course, I want to once again shout out my Cubeland Discord, my public Discord, and my Diversity Through Minecraft Let's Play, all that fun stuff. There's a lot of stuff on the channel going on at the moment, and I think May's going to be a lovely month. June's going to be a great month after E3 comes, but you know, May is going to be that month just before E3, and hopefully you guys enjoy my content. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.